So as our feckless idiot president continues his illegal war in Iran, we got to remember, he like he says, we'll remember. Well, will you remember that NATO is a defense pact and they have no obligation to defend you after you attack somebody else that wasn't attacking you? But you know who did come to your defense? Our defense? Immediately. Even though they clearly have their own problems, their own issues to deal with right now. You know who immediately came to help? And Trump doesn't want to acknowledge the help, even though they asked for the help. Ukraine, and now Ukraine's operatives in the Middle East are being targeted by Iran. They're trying to hunt them down. Ukraine showed up right away. And that's after this. Remember this?
People to see what's going on.
I understand, sir.
I think it's very important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the cards. You're buried there. Your people are dying. You're running low on soldiers. Listen, you're running low on soldiers. It would be a damn good thing. And then you tell us, I don't want to see.
Oh, he loves to say that. You don't have the cards. Iran doesn't have the cards. What cards are you using? Using the Magic the Gathering deck or something? You got some secret mana stash that we don't know about? What cards do you have, President Dumbass? Well, apparently not a whole lot. Look at this.
Time in the history of the war in Ukraine, the Ukrainians have captured a Russian position exclusively using robots and drones. That's according to an announcement by the president of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, this week. Now, Zelensky didn't give any details about the location or scale of the operation, but he said no infantry was involved and there were no Ukrainian losses. The Ukrainians apparently used both aerial drones and unmanned ground vehicles. It is a glimpse of just how fast warfare is changing. We've been reporting on how drones are revolutionizing warfare. Drones are now estimated to inflict around 80% of combat casualties on both sides in Ukraine. Tanks are being retrofitted with cages and mesh to deflect drone strikes. And the Ukrainians are using sea drones to take out Russian warships that are estimated to cost tens of millions of dollars. The technology has helped the outnumbered Ukrainians level the battlefield. Now, the US military told us they are watching closely and learning. At an American base in Germany, we recently witnessed how the US military is trying to replicate Ukraine's passion for innovation, which has transformed this conflict. The future of war may already be here, and it doesn't always include soldiers.
So Ukraine doesn't have the cards, but we're going to copy their cards. We are going to do our best to copy their cards because they have revolutionized drone warfare. They have revolutionized robot armies. Yeah, I don't necessarily like that part, but the fact that Ukraine is doing it, is using it on Russia, well, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. But here we are, Trump talking all this shit, but Ukraine has some cards that we didn't have. Now we're over there at the copy machine trying to copy all of Ukraine's cards, man. This is so rich. It must be fattening. Hey, y'all, hit all those buttons, like, subscribe, share, repeat. And you can help us keep going over here. Because we're going to keep going anyways, but we'll have more energy to keep going if you help. Hit those buttons. I'll have some more